Hello everyone, and welcome for this new tutorial on cjapy, the Customer Journey Analytics API Python wrapper. On this video, I will present you a new method that is available on the version 0.04. This is the version I'm going to use for presentation, but of course, be sure to update the version regularly as new endpoint and new methods may be available over time. So, going to the cjapy Jupyter notebooks, we have covered in the previous video the different class and method available from the module, but I would like to focus this specific video on one specific get report method that is available and is new to this, is the getMultidimensional report information. This new method is wrapping multi-dimensional requests into one. So it has been inspired by how the analytics Adobe Analytics API 2.0 in R module has been done. So I was overthinking this for a bit, and then decided to go on with what they have decided to go. So it will return a multidimensional breakdown for your report, the way that data warehouse is actually working for you through the old Adobe Analytics tool. There are some requirements that you need to pass, and we will see that together. But yeah, I think it's better to do a demo of this, and I'm very happy to show you this because I think it will be very interesting for you to get that. So I have already set up my CGA class instance. So you can see that I have called it CGA and calling it from the CGA class. And now what I can do is actually do get multi. So doing a tab in Jupyter Notebooks normally autocompletes all of the information, and Shift tab gives you the docstring that I have documented. And you can see those are the different elements that we need to provide for this element. And we'll go to each of one directly. So the first one is the dimension. So because it's a breakdown, you need at least 2 dimensions. And to be fair, I didn't test it completely on the 3 dimensions, so be careful using that and test it before it. And that's why it's still in beta. But so let's get to our dimension, and I think we already did a breakdown when we were doing a report. So we're going to use the first dimension that I want to use, this one, variable post title. Or maybe we do it the other way around. So I think we did a breakdown with page category, variable page category. So if you are interested to do a breakdown dynamically with cjapy, watch the video about this directly from the workspace video. But yeah, I'm going to create this list of dimensions. So dimension is going to be a list containing this dimension. And the first one I was talking about was the post title. So the order that you are using in the list is the order that is going to be used to do the breakdown. So I will break down page category by post title. Obviously, you can do it differently, but yeah, just for your information. Then what is required here? Actually, let's put help CGA get multidimensional breakdown so we can have it here. So then we have dimension limits. Why is that? Or what is that as well? So it is dictionary like this, showing how much of each breakdown you want to retrieve. So in my case, I will do my dimension limit, and for the purpose of this demo, I will put this 1 to 5, let's say. Oh, it was already in there. And this, and put it to 5. And then my second dimension is going to put to 5 as well. Let's see how it gets. This is important for you to analyze, because the way it works, we will request each of those elements. So we will retrieve this page category first, and then for the top 5, we will then again request 5 elements. So at the end, we have 5 times 5 requests, so 25 requests, plus the request that we need to have for retrieving this main element. So it's a way you need to be careful about, because this puts heavy load into your system for your reporting. So it's competing against your user. So be careful doing multidimensional breakdown. It's a way to blow up the request. Then you need to tell which metrics you want to have. So in my case, I will just keep it simple. It's a list, apparently, so I'm going to put whatever was in my report, which was metrics occurrences. So it's event. Let's keep it simple. I think this doesn't bring much up to add more. You need to set the data view ID. So good thing that we have it here in the request creator. I think we already have it. Data view ID is this one. And then you need to have a list of filters to be used. And by default, you will need to have at least one date range filter that needs to be used for the request to run, because you need to have a date range of when you want this report to run to, so from one to another. So in my case, I will do global filter. I will use, let's take this example. Oh, it's very nicely done, because you can directly from the docstring work on it. And let's say I want to have we are in 2021, from August 1st till 2021, 30th of October. Nope, I don't need those two. And then there are some metric filters for will not use that. So if you want to have specific filters for specific metrics, um, yeah, please do that. And count repeat instance and return none are just basic definitions. So now we are mostly done. Now we just need to actually get that started. So dimension is going to be dimension. Normally I did it quite easily. So we dimension limit. So it will be easy to see what we need to do. Metrics is going to be metrics. Data view ID equals data view ID. And global filters. is going to be global filters. Let's call it multi-report, and run that. Oh, dimension is not defined. Sorry about that. Probably, what did I call it? Probably oh, because I didn't run that up. Sorry for that. So now it will run. And it may take a bit of time because, as I was explaining, you will have the report to run through the first 5 elements of the page category, and then for first element of the second post title. So it actually run in 12 seconds, which is quite fast. I hope it works. Each return a workspace class, but the breakdown capabilities is there, but it will not work. So if you read carefully the documentation about the workspace class, it will there notify you that the breakdown capability does not work on the multidimensional result. I just didn't remove it, but this will not work. But if I look at the data frame, you see the variable category. So the item ID is the category, apparently. So the category is actually the one that is being retrieved the most. So data analysts on experience platform. So my page category on the experience platform seems to have the most occurrences. Then it's on the web analytics that has this. So and on web analytics topics specifically. So in my category, this maybe makes more sense for you. In my category, web analytics, my page title segmentation part 1 is actually the one receiving the most occurrences. And then afterwards, the product syntax on the complete view, complete guide is the second one. Then the event-driven data layer and so forth. And you see that there are the next category. So we have the first one. There is, I hope, 5. I don't know how many categories I have on my website. Then you see that my Python tutorial for Adobe Analytics API 2.0 is the one that is the most used, and how to create GWT authentication with Python. And then some update I've done. So I did some video when I did some specific update on Adobe Analytics API wrapper. They had Analytics 2 are there. Then there is this category Adobe Experience Platform where my data model article is the one with the most view, but we can see a very recent article already getting quite traction here, as we have seen that moving to a AP Web SDK in 2021 is actually reaching there. And then we have the home category, which is the my homepage, and for some probably bad tracking elements that have some elements here. So I think this could be quite interesting for you, especially because I know that the our implementation of Adobe Analytics API 2.0 is using that. If we want to port that to the Adobe Analytics API 2.0, this will be possible, but it will require a large amount of work because I need to redo most of the way I'm handling the reports. So I'm not sure if this is going to come for the Adobe Analytics API 2.0. But I feel it's very useful for anyway. And feel free to have any comments on this. Let me know how you feel and tested it, and give me feedback. Of course, is always welcome. I'm always looking forward to get any feedback from community, knowing how this is being used, and if you see any needs that you want. Have a great rest of the day and enjoy. Bye.